yeah, this lease is up and we are up out of here.
My day, warm me under your weight. Got time, you got the space.
We are up out of here. So, what I really came here to say is, so I'm getting ready to post this video about working from home, 1099 contracting companies, or the company that I work for, what it's like, kind of working from home, what to expect. If you do it the independent contractor way, I hope you enjoy. I was tired that day, and once again, I'm not a full face makeup girly all the time. It's only when we stepping out, we popping out. Other than that, baby, I am at home, plain face dry, okay? Because I'm working on my skin. My skin be doing its own thing, and I can't have makeup on it all the time. I just can't. Like, I don't know how girls walking around like that. But, I mean, to each his own, okay? To each his own. But, anywho, here's the video. Here you go. What's going on, good people? So, trying to drive and record. So, what's good? So my name is Nikki, in case you are not acquainted. Shaniqua is the government, aka Eden, if you know me on the music scene. But anywho, so yeah, let's talk about working at home, because that's what I do. I have 2 clients, and I'm probably about to have 1, because I got 1 client I love, but I got 1 client I'm like, man, y'all can go home somewhere. But so working from home is a blessing and a curse, because you really do have to get up and put on some clothes like you're going to work, or you would not be productive. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I waited for the day that I could work at home and all this hoopla. Baby, let me tell you, the first thing I did was realize that working at home was not for the weak. But if you're not disciplined, so let me roll it back. I work at home as an independent contractor, and I'll probably put my link to the companies that I work for down in the description, okay? But I work at home. I'm an independent contractor, and it's pros and cons. But the biggest pro is I make my own hours. I set my own schedule. I work when I want. And if I decide at the last minute I need to be off, go on the app. Boop, boop, boop. I'm off. I had to do it today. I'm headed somewhere. I was supposed to work until 4 o'clock. I needed to leave an extra 30 minutes early because I'm going to pick up some food. And yeah, off. I just went in, took them hours right on off of there. Deuce, I'm gone. And I try not to make that an unnormal occurrence, because you do want to make sure that your clients are happy. You want to make sure that you're not getting any negative marks or anything, because baby, you can be dropped like a hot potato, okay? And it took too much to get in there. It cost too much to get in there, because the one drawback that I would say for my pro, which is time management, or I'll just say which is your own schedule. The one pro that is making your own schedule is also goes with the one con, which is the training is free. Okay? If somebody got a 1099 job where you're a contractor and you're making your own hours, please tell me where it said if they're doing paid training too, because I need to be there. But mine, the training is not paid. I didn't pay for anything but my own computer and stuff that I use in my house to get myself ready, because it's a business, right? It's a business. So, okay. But anywho, so the con of training without pay, it's not as bad as people think. One thing that I have learned about these particular companies, because there's a few companies out there that does this, is you want to make sure that you check the training schedule. You want to know what that training schedule is, so that if it's too long and you can't sustain during that time, then you can't pick that client. Because you have some companies, the training is as short as 2 weeks. You have some companies, training might be 3 or 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? A month. You might have some, it might be like 5 weeks. So you have to be, realistic about what you can do. But just know, once you're in there, it's not that bad. Then, okay, so I already did a pro and a con. Let's do another pro. Another pro to working at home as an independent contractor, when you're doing, when you're working with these particular companies, once again, your own schedule. So if you need to go out of town, if you need extended leave, all you have to do is let somebody know. There is still, like, upper management. You do still have someone that you report to, in a sense, not like a full supervisor, but there is still a chain of command, right? So you still have a person that you will report to, or you will say, hey, who do I send an email to, because I need to be off for like a month, or I need to be off for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I'm not going to be able to adhere to the time for this amount of time, because I'm going on vacation, or I just have something to do, or I just want to be off. Whatever you're doing, right? It's none of their business, but whatever you're doing, and they tell you, send an email to such and such. A con with that is you usually have a minimum weekly of how many hours you need to work at minimum. And so don't get up in arms, because it's not a lot of time. Usually I've seen as low as 15 hours a week. And like one of my clients, when they have like their peak season, when it's really, really popping, you can work as many hours as you want. The hours are there available. When it's not peak, you may not even have a minimum at all, right? There may not be a minimum, period. So which means if you have more than one client, you're able to go and work more hours on the other client, because you're only getting 5 or 6 hours a week on this one client, but you're just trying to keep them there because you don't want to apply for anybody else. But that's what you do when you really like a client and they keep you on, and you know that their hours fluctuate. You just stay in there. You just do what you can. Stay in there. When it's time for everything to get back popping again, you're already in there. You good. You know what I'm saying? Because the only thing is if you're dismissed from a client, or if they're like, you didn't make the top 10% or 5% or whatever to stay on during off peak, then you're having to apply and retrain for a new client, which means the money gonna start looking funny, because you have to go through the unpaid training again. So it's best to try and keep a client than to have to go and get a new one all over again. So another pro would be, this is your business. This is your own business. You can set it up like a business. If you want to be a sole proprietor, you can be that. If you want to be a LLC, you can be that. You know what I'm saying? This is your own business. These are your clients. And you can take on as many as you think you can take on at one time. It's up to you. This is your business. You can run it how you like. Now, do I suggest trying to do more than 2 at a time? I don't. But it's up to you. If you want to do something where it's like a regular job, and then you have these 2 other contracting situations on the side, that's up to you. This is your business. It all falls into a certain category, and it's your own stuff. So, con to that, it's a business. It's your business. You're responsible for it. You have to run it. You got to pay taxes, all of that good stuff. you can't say, oh, I didn't know, because when I first started getting into having businesses and all of that good stuff, I did I didn't know you had to do this or that. Please do your research, watch plenty of videos, blog posts, books, whatever you want to do, audio books, to find out what it is you need to do, how you can leverage having your own at-home business, whether you want to be a virtual assistant, or if you want to be a mini staffing agency or boutique staffing agency, or if you want to call yourself a medical contractor, or a customer service contractor, or a virtual assistant, whatever you want to name it, whatever category you want to fall in, you want to look that up and treat it as such. So definitely, do I enjoy working from home? I do. But I have 2 clients because 1 client is not enough to pay my bills, right? So that's why I have 2. But what I will say is, it's all in how you work it. That's the first thing. Second thing is, if I find a regular schmegular job that's gonna pay me more than what I can pay myself, sure, I'll go. If it works with my schedule, if it works with me having to pick my kid up from the bus and all of that stuff, sure, I'll take it. My main thing is, if the job works, it's paying me at least at or more than what I could do for myself, I'll take it. Other than that, I'm working for me, because at the end of the day, they're not looking out for me, right? I can create my own benefit plan. They have plenty of websites where you can do your own insurance, your own 401k, your own all of that. So I don't want to hear nothing about no benefits packages and all that. You can make your own benefits package. The day of having to get a job for benefits is over. It's dead. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Hear me. Create your own benefits package. So you don't need to have a regular job for that. So don't let anybody tell you that, because that is there's not the right information. Okay? Or I'll just say it's outdated. But working from home is a blessing. I do enjoy it. And I'm finna put up inside the police. So until next time.